What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite for a second upload here for you guys tonight. We're going to be talking about the new update that went live in Black Ops Cold War, bonus content that was just discovered, and even some other surprise announcements including extra maps. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and let me know real quickly in the comments, have you guys seen the new Season 3 outro cinematic cutscene? And if you did, have you seen it when you booted up either Cold War or Warzone? I've seen conflicting reports all over Twitter and Reddit that people have saw it upon booting up either one of those games. I personally haven't, but the cutscene wasn't posted officially by either Treyarch or Charlie Intel, so it's a bit risky talking about it, but we'll be going into that deeper into this video. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't seen too many best play executions during my time in Black Ops Cold War. It's probably more common in Search and Destroy, but seeing it on a respawn mode was definitely hilarious. We had a ton of fun getting that the other day on stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the intro. Now, also in case you guys missed it, I posted a 32-minute Juicer Zombies video this morning. It was meant to go out last night, but took some extra time to polish it. It was a pretty ambitious video talking about the story implications of the new intel. We kind of went through an overview of the entire main quest for Outbreak, which just dropped, as well as how Treyarch has teased future Zombies DLC experiences. Definitely check out that video when you guys get a chance. It'll be linked down below. But Double XP is also now live across Black Ops Cold War and Warzone until this Monday afternoon. Take advantage of that while you guys can. I was about level 180-ish before Reloaded did drop, and after the Outbreak quest, I'm like 250 now, which is insane. So I ranked up quite a bit already as it is. Now, Treyarch also announced that you can now get your hands on the baseball bat melee weapon across any of the modes in Black Ops Cold War, and it was a bit strange. It was meant to release the other day when Reloaded actually released, but it didn't, and I was as confused as you guys were when Reloaded dropped. I mean, I thought Rambo's gun game was also going to release on the same night, but that is being saved for week 2, so the next couple of days we'll end up seeing that mode. If you want a sneak peek as to how that mode plays, I went through quite a bit of that in a previous video that I'll have linked down below in the description. Treyarch also mentioned that the AMP-63 machine pistol will come to both Black Ops Cold War and Warzone in season as our 6th new weapon in Season 3. And I love the fact that we're getting multiple weapons in a single season alone. 5 to 6, maybe a bit more later. That's great. But one thing that's worth remembering is the baseball bat will not be dropping in Warzone until Season 4. Not sure why that is. Also took the ballistic knife, a good couple of weeks after the launch of that weapon to also be added to Warzone. They're spreading up content quite a bit, so it keeps the game healthy, but I get people out there a bit frustrated with the fact that you can use it in one game and not another. We then have the heavy hitter bundle that was added in the shop today for 1,300 COD points. Definitely not too expensive for all the content in this bundle. We have the Nutcracker variant of the baseball bat. It says exclusive to Black Ops Cold War because you can't use it in Warzone yet. We have the Home Run Wood skin, which is badass. We have the Swinging Heat finishing move, the Pay Me gesture, the Foam Finger charm, the Batters Up emblem, the Grand Slam calling card, and 2 tier skips for the Season 3 Battle Pass. Quite a bit of content for only 10 bucks, and I get it. Bundles might not be your thing, but I just think it's pretty inexpensive compared to other bundles which may have less content and still cost more, right? That happens sometimes. But in order to unlock the baseball bat for free in Black Ops Cold War, the challenge for multiplayer is to use a melee weapon and kill an enemy revealed by your spy plane, UAV, or field mic in 15 different matches. So you want to complete those matches. Don't back out of your games because it will break. People out there are like, oh, I backed out of my game and it still counted. Just wait till you get to 15. It's going to reset you all the way back to 0. Do not waste your time. But over in Zombies, you can kill 100 enemies frozen by your Frost Blast to then unlock the baseball bat for free. And like I said before, I love the fact that you can essentially play any mode that you want in Black Ops Cold War and still unlock whatever weapon of your choice. I mean, it's fantastic and it works for the entire community. But I have a video planned for tomorrow going over just Fireteam Elimination, the new Battle Royale experience on the beautiful Fireteam locations, and we're also going to be talking about the new changes in Warzone, both for Dansk 84 and the wonderful Rebirth Island. So a Battle Royale centric video is dropping tomorrow with some other spicy details in the video that I won't spoil here in this video, so stay tuned for that one. But yeah, I like the fact that they're splitting up a little bit of content. I know we have about 25 days left of the season, so they're going to make sure that each Thursday going forward before Season 4 has something that we can look forward to, right? And hopefully by E3 weekend we end up getting an actual marketing campaign for multiplayer Zombies in Warzone. I mean, Season 4 is looking to be pretty action-packed. Said this before, but if you guys are just interested in zombies alone, then just you wait, because Season 4 is about to be, at least in my opinion, a pretty zombie-centric season, seeing the second main quest added to Outbreak and Berlin just a couple of weeks after that. So if multiplayer and Warzone aren't your thing, then you might be excited for Season 4. Now when it comes to the brand new mode, Die Hardpoint, you'll see gameplay of it on my channel in probably one of my next few videos. The mode itself is pretty action-packed. Snipers get a bit annoying sometimes because they're going to get cracked and never miss a shot, of course, through dual diamond sniper classes, but I mean, seeing cranked in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer is fantastic. I think the best part about that is probably what you guessed, the actual nuclear kill streak straight from Modern Warfare that was put into Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. multiplayer. So for the first time in Treyarch multiplayer history, we have a tactical nuke you can call in upon earning the nuclear medal. And I never thought I would see that. I mean, we had the mode Dropkick during Season 1, and may that mode rest in peace, we haven't seen it ever since. That was a great mode, and upon finishing a match, a nuke would go off in the distance, no matter what team you were on, and that would just end your game. You put your hand up, it was badass. It was a nice little cinematic moment for just an LTM in multiplayer, but this is the real deal. The actual Modern Warfare nuke streak has made it into a Treyarch game. I don't see them keeping this kill streak in the game past the 80s Action Heroes event, which is going to end soon, but hey, I would love to see them bring back Crank in future seasons or keep it permanently in the game and just have the nuke streak in that mode alone. I mean, they brought the nuke streak to every other mode in the game. I'd be on board to drop as many nukes as possible, don't get me wrong, but it's not really Treyarch style, right, to have a nuke in their normal modes. I see it for an LTM to kind of keep this event spicy, but let me know in the comments, what should they do with the nuclear kill streak over in Black Ops Cold War? Keep it, remove it, or bring it back occasionally with some other LTMs. Now, you also have 52 days left to complete the Mystery Medalist Challenge over in Onslaught, requiring you to survive 20 elite surges in the brand new Mystery Munitions LTM. So, those out there on PlayStation, there is a free Krieg skin, which was showcased in the trailer PlayStation released, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, none of these skins that you earn from gunfight tournaments or these Onslaught challenges are ever too special. I mean, at some point they gotta at least add one reactive or even a small mastercraft for doing some of these things. I mean, gunfight tournaments get sweaty, not everybody has a PlayStation, so they gotta make some of these skins worthwhile, and maybe they'll do that in the future, but you'll be seeing gameplay of the new LTM Mystery Munitions in a future video. I figured tonight I would showcase the new baseball bat over on some standoff Onslaught, which has been a ton of fun. And yes, if you guys are wondering, unfortunately, Onslaught Containment has been removed from the game. There's probably a way to boot it up in an offline version or using some cheats somewhere, but as of right now, it is no longer in the public rotation. We never got Containment support for either Diesel or Mansion. That'll probably happen at some point soon. I mean, hopefully in Season 4, if it's a very zombie-centric season, they'll hopefully bring in a new LTM to Onslaught and maybe bring back Containment on top of that, because Containment was our only way to actually play Onslaught on the gunfight experiences, so why remove that, right? But what I will assume is that on November the 1st, when Xbox and PC get Onslaught support, you might end up seeing all LTMs added in at the same time, so you just have plenty of zombies content to go through, and I'm assuming at some point before that, PlayStation might just end up getting all the Onslaught LTMs in a single playlist, maybe an Onslaught mosh pit, similar to some of the mosh pits we have over in multiplayer. You never know. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking, why didn't we get a Lucille skin for the baseball bat? And I get it, I'm a Walking Dead fan, but Negan isn't exactly an 80s character that would have fit in Season 3, but maybe at some point in a future season we'll end up getting a bundle that features an outfit for Woods that makes him resemble Negan. Maybe we can get a bundle in the future that does have a Lucille-like skin for the bat that might not be called Lucille, but it might reference it a little bit through the look. I mean, yeah, Activision step it up a little bit with bringing in a couple of different crossovers. It doesn't have to be actual operators and characters, but at least more outfits from popular franchises out there. Nothing on the scale of Fortnite, though, with superheroes or anything, but something like Negan would definitely work in Call of Duty, at least in my opinion. But it's also worth mentioning that both Fireteam Elimination and Crossroads for Combined Arms and Onslaught are all back in Black Ops Cold War as flawless as they should be. You guys know I was sad the other day when we were streaming Reloaded and I couldn't play Fireteam Elimination. I was hoping to get in a couple of hours of gameplay just for that mode alone, but I'll save that for a different stream probably next Sunday. And yeah, we got like 3 games in. Unfortunately, our lobbies kept crashing, players disconnecting, infinite loading screens. It just wasn't happening, man. So we had to wait a little while and played a bit more off stream about, yesterday morning when they added it back. When it comes to Crossroads, I'm not sure what the issues were with the map, but they had removed it from every aspect of this game, and now it's back, in case you guys missed that. So that's some good news all the way around, and it was kind of shadow fixed back in. I think it was in the patch notes somewhere, but nobody was really talking about it on either YouTube or Twitter. Now when it comes to bonus maps coming to Black Ops Cold War, we got a very suspicious tweet from the infamous leaker, the Modern Warfare 2 Ghost over on Twitter, who said, and I quote, 90% sure Hijacked is coming to Cold War next season. He then followed up with a tweet saying, should be at least one more surprise random remaster too, like Express. Before you guys freak out and you're like, wait a second, they can't make any new maps? Just so you know, we have maps like Echelon and Dunes, which do fit the aesthetic and theme of Africa perfectly, which are probably going to drop in Season 4. And the cutscene we're going to talk about in a few minutes does hint that Season 4 will be very focused around the desert, somewhere hot in Africa, so just know we're at least getting 2 new original multiplayer experiences on top of these 2 potential remasters. I also find that ironic that back during Black Blackout and Black Ops 4, we had maps like Hijacked and Raid beautifully remastered over in that Battle Royale, but they were never ported into Black Ops 4 multiplayer when we all thought that that was probably going to happen. But they ended up just saving that for Black Ops Cold War, apparently, because we got Raid over in Black Ops Cold War, and we're soon to have Hijacked at some point, too. Express wasn't in Blackout, but, I mean, there was, I say, a loose connection to it, right? There was, I think, a freight car or a train somewhere around Blackout, so it wasn't exactly the same, but I like how Blackout kind of laid the foundation down for experiences we were going to see here in this game. So there you have it, Hijacked, a fan-favorite map, which has only been remastered a single time, which is over in Black Ops 3. That was a great remaster, by the way. It was actually a remake where it was like this floating prison in the sky. It was badass, but in case you guys don't remember that, Hijacked is of course a fan favorite map from Black Ops 2. And let me know in the comments, what other remasters should they drop alongside that? I mean, Express was definitely a surprise during Season 1 Reloaded. There were no leaks about that map at all, and all of a sudden it was on the roadmap, and I'm like, wait a second, what? I'm not complaining, it plays well in Black Ops Cold War, but it was never my favorite map over in Black Ops 2. It was a map that I usually skipped every time I was in the lobby. But I know I've said this 100 times now, even on the podcast, previous videos, take some Black Ops 1 DLC multiplayer maps, all of which take place in the Cold War, by the way. Bring some of those bad boys over. I know Black Ops 2 is probably more popular to the vocal majority online, but Black Ops 1 had some bangers. Berlin Wall, Hotel, Zoo, Stadium, Convoy, Hazard. I can think of so many. I mean, such great maps in that game, which obviously fit perfectly in this one. And we, of course, have a recap from Call of Duty Hope saying, yes, Hijack 6v6, Echelon 6v6, Dune 12v12, of course, for Combined Arms. Could be Fireteam, but we're going to say right now it's Combined Arms based on the leaked images, which, again, are going to be found in the description. There are vehicle spawns in, I would say, an arguably medium-sized map, which is Dune. It's not really big enough to be Fireteam, so we'll say it's 12v12. We have another 2v2 gunfight map coming out, and who knows what that could be. There are so many locations they can pick from the campaign, or even breaking up other parts of Fireteam maps and 6v6 maps to make them 2v2. We also have another Fireteam / Outbreak region, more than likely Zoo. You know, we're at least getting Zoo and Weather Station at some point in Season 4, 5, and 6. I mean, I think Zoo makes sense to come next. We have, I think, more footage of that than anything. Haven't seen much of Weather Station, but we'll have to wait and see how that would work. And all in Season 4 is Call of Duty Hope's Guest, which I think is great. And like I said, Season 4 could be very zombie-centric, but I definitely think we're going to get a lot of content for multiplayer that we were hoping to see back during Season 2. We talked about Echelon and Dunes literally months ago, I think even in January, and yeah, look where we are now, almost in June right now, and we haven't seen those maps yet. So luckily they've been on hold, and Treyarch seems to be ahead of schedule with whatever it is they're doing. Now when it comes to operators, we got a tweet from the legend himself, Zesty Codleaks, who said the 3 operators in Season 4 will include Deathstalker, Kamado, and Quicksand. So just off those names alone, we can get a rough idea of what they can look like, but do keep in mind, I think around the first week of June when I'm going on vacation, I'll be out of town for a couple of days. Plenty of videos scheduled in the meantime while I'm gone, but one of those videos will be a big recap of what is to be expected in Season 4. There will be more revealed and found by then, so I'll be making a big roadmap video when I'm away, and we'll of course recap some of this content if you guys didn't watch this video tonight. And next up, we have new weapons that were found, also posted by Call of Duty Hope. He said we'll be getting the Amelie LMG and a form of the HK-21 from Black Ops 1, but the AR, it's the CETME in real life in Season 4 of Cold War. So when I first read HK-21, I'm like, wait a second, the LMG from Black Ops 1? But no, it's apparently going to be an assault rifle of some sort, which is based out of real life over in Black Ops Cold War now. So that should be great. I mean, seeing an AR and an LMG could change up the meta quite a bit over in multiplayer at Warzone. Looking forward to seeing how that's going to work. And next up, we then have the cutscene for Season 3's outro. And this is something that I didn't think we were going to see at all until a good week before Season 4, but considering Reloaded did drop quite a bit early, I guess you could say it makes sense that the cutscene was already in the files, and that's why I'm confused. People out there are claiming it is played for them in-game already. Could have been a mistake, could have been a glitch, not sure how. People that have posted it on YouTube have not been struck. Fingers crossed, and knock on wood that I don't get struck for showing this in this video, but this is what's going on. We talked about it in a previous video. I didn't show it on screen though, but now you guys can see it. We of course have Woods and crew rescuing Adler in the Verdansk hospital when that was of course what Stitch wanted, because Stitch has pretty much done the same experiment on Adler that was done to Mason during Black Ops 1, this MK Ultra mindfuck, which probably means Adler's going to betray Woods and the crew at some point, which is of course what Stitch wants. And Stitch's other sleeper agents all around Verdansk ready to go, but their satellite and transmissions are being interfered with, which probably explains why we're going to go to Echelon at some point point in Season 4 to probably have that resolved. We'll have another conflict between Woods' crew and Stitch. We'll see what happens with that, but we have 3 new operators that we went over earlier, which are probably going to be in that cutscene without a doubt. And dealing with Africa now, you know, Stitch does mention there is a man waiting for them in Africa. Could that be Menendez? I mean, Menendez ran a cartel pretty far along, right? Different parts of Vietnam, different parts of Africa. So could this be leading to what you guys probably are thinking about? And that's Woods being captured in Angola, which is in Africa, and then we find them in the box that we did in Black Ops 2. So could Black Ops Cold War still be setting up the events before Black Ops 2? Absolutely. Would I prefer it to be that way? Probably not. I feel they can go in a different direction and kind of tell their own story with some of these new characters they introduced. I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel campaign to Black Ops Cold War, but if they tie into Black Ops 2, I won't be complaining. I think it'll still work and it'll kind of make the continuity of Black Ops a little bit easier to understand. So if we're going to Angola in Season 4, do you think we're going to time jump up until July 1986, where, as the Call of Duty Wiki says, that's where Frank Woods was operating in Angola, aiding Jonas Savimbi and the UNITA on behalf of the CIA, while eventually being captured by Raul Menendez? Could we jump that far? Or will we see Africa in some point in Season 4, and then we go back to Africa again in Season 6? Maybe Season 5 kind of splits us up a little bit, sends us somewhere else. Now, I did want to mention, if you were on PlayStation, then go to your message of the day and claim your 5 free double XP tokens. It's 5 hours total, which is pretty generous of them. It's part of the PlayStation at Home event, and you do have to actually claim it. Get your message of the day up, hold square, and it'll do the animation for claiming a free bundle. That tokens will be available immediately for use in any one of the modes in this game. Again, you can take advantage of double XP weekend now and then pop all 5 tokens later this week, and you'll be guaranteed level 200 if you are playing the game enough. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the brand new update in Black Ops Cold War? Are you excited for Rambo's gun game and the AMP63? How do you guys feel about the new Onslaught LTM, the nuclear kill streak, and all the new content that just surfaced for multiplayer and even Warzone? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everyone.